The government is all prepared for a rainy day. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley today sought to downplay fears of deficient rainfall, saying that all indicators are pointing to a normal monsoon this year. And even if the rain does fail, the impact on food prices will be minimal. According to Jaitley, the worst affected regions could be the northwest of India, most of which is very well irrigated. The Finance Minister also said that the impact of weak rain on the economy will indeed be minimal.
Speaking of the market mayhem, the FM says investor fears are unfounded and there is no reason to believe that foreign investors are giving up on the India story. He also said the economy is well insulated to absorb the impact of scanty rains, but not everyone is convinced. Economists say a rain drain could well throw the fiscal math out of gear and the government should be more proactive in rain check. The government's damage control ahead of a possible rainfall shortage. That's our top story on Business Tonight.
First, Rajan raised the red flag. Then the weatherman rang the alarm bell. And it wasn't long before panic gripped the market with bloodbath on the Lal Street. Little wonder then, the government's chief lieutenant jumped to do damage control. He first allayed doubts of drought and asserted fears around the rain deficiency are misplaced.
The kind of speculation that we've been seeing and the speculative analysis that we've been reading about appears to be somewhat misplaced.
Jaitley asserts irrigation in the worst affected areas will come to the government's rescue.
Advanced predictions appear to be suggesting that we'll be somewhat closer to normal in south, central and northeast zones. The slight inadequacy, if at all, is in northwest.
Jaitley assured that the government is prepared to deal with any eventuality. It has surplus food stock in case farm output falls short of expectations. A contingency plan is also in works under which the Department of Food will release grains and pulses in the market to keep inflation in check. Moreover, funds under MGNREGA could also be diverted towards relief programs for farmers. Experts meanwhile insist it is an emergency and the government has no room for complacency.
See, what I'm worried about is how good that contingency plan is and how strong that message is. The point is that actually the possibility of inflation is much reduced because of high stocks of food grain and because of low world prices of most commodities. What it should not actually make a mistake is to say just because you're prepared on that side, the guy who has a low prices and doesn't get any output, the guy who actually for 2 successive years has very little income, that situation is something you shouldn't therefore be complacent about. That doesn't bother you or me.
Now, while the government moves fast to control the damage being done to sentiment, it needs to move even faster to control the agrarian crisis. A drought for second year in a row and a damaged winter crop needs more active than passive management of situation. Ruchi Bhatia, ET Now, New Delhi.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.